Is it okay if we talk about it on here?
Sure, yeah.
We're on the internet, so yeah. You've been with your therapist for a while?
Just a couple months.
Okay.
I was like not in therapy for a little too long, even though it was like 3 months, and I was like starting to lose it again. And I was like, okay, it's time. And some people recommended me this place downtown, and they only had male therapists at the time, but I was pretty desperate. Usually I don't go for male therapists.
Same.
Yeah. And the thing that made me like trust him is that he was from Massachusetts, and I grew up in Massachusetts for a lot of time, just like my grandparents lived there. And he is from a town, this like tiny little Massachusetts town where I took sewing classes. And so he knew the sewing place that I took sewing classes at.
You're like, all right, I'll give him a shot.
Yeah.
That is extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's a small world moment.
And like we know the same bagel shop, and I was like, I think I can trust you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think a lot of it is like familiarity, like common matching your tones.
Yeah.
If we're at the same rare places, that kind of seems like it's a sign or likely to be better than just a rando dude.
Yeah, I'm like, you understand what it's like to be in Needham, Mass. And you can probably understand me. Yeah.
What would you say, Needham?
Needham.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the name of the place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I almost thought you said need a mask. I was like,
oh, yeah, no.
That also makes sense.
I mean,
but,
sure.
Yeah. I was seeing a guy, but I was like, I realized I was just feeling worse. Like, it was just like, I would say the things that were upsetting me, and we'd just be like, yeah, that sucks. And then I just, does suck. Oh, geez, that isn't good. And then there's this thing where like, if I can just complain, I mean, I'm sure I'm responsible for some of it, but I would just, like, it would just ruminate more on things.
Oh, yeah.
So I really didn't like it. My wife and I had a good marriage one for a while, and that was great. It was like a lady.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of both do therapy as a team and together. That was probably the best it's been. But yeah, it's kind of scary. It's a lot of trust to put in somebody too, and a lot of time and energy. But I think, I'm kind of getting to where it'd be nice to have someone. Yeah.
I feel that. Like, I was seeing the same therapist that I had in rehab because she quit the rehab. And I don't know, just some therapists, like, methods just piss me off, I think. Like, she would always be trying to do, like, EMDR with me. But, like, Timu, I feel like EMDR, where she's like, all right, close your hand, close your eyes, and, like, imagine this shit happening again. I'm like, how? This is not helping, actually. Yeah. This is, like, I feel like shit now.
And you could tell that to some other therapists, and they'd be like, whoa, that's not, like, no therapist is, like, the god of all therapy.
Oh, yeah.
So it is a lot of, I think I kind of have trust issues with anybody that seems like a cult leader or putting that much power in somebody. Like, it's just kind of inherently really scary to me. But then going it alone is scary too. So yeah.
The Mend Collective downtown is really good. I'll shout them out. It's called the Mend Collective.
Okay. Mend.
Yeah, like MEND. And they take pretty much like all insurances, and they have like super like queer friendly like therapists, and I've heard only good things about them. Yeah. That's where I go right now.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're like recovery comedian as well.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot.
I don't do too much stuff about recovery.
Not that that's like what your comedy is about, but just like your life story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you started comedy more recently, or did you? I don't really know that much about you. Like if you've been here the whole time, or and just you don't have to share anything you don't want to, but it's kind of an opportunity for
Yeah, because I
folks to
will
get to know you.
overshare.
I mean, that's okay too, but it's going on the internet.
I know.
It is
I'm
going on the
like,
internet.
I talked to my therapist about this beforehand, and he was like, "Okay, like, so where are some places that like you don't want to go?" And I was like, "Okay, I can do this."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wait. What was the question? Shit, I'm sorry.
I'm just curious. Like, I'm always interested in people's backgrounds. So like a lot of things that interest me is like, I don't know if you're from North Carolina. I guess no. Actually, you said Massachusetts, so I guess I did just learn that. And then like if you did like theater or music, or there's usually like commonalities. People like before stand up, they might have been like just journaling a lot.
Yeah, so I was born in San Francisco, and then I moved to Marietta, Georgia when I was about 5, and then I just went to Massachusetts like every holiday and every summer to visit my grandparents. And then I've also spent a lot of time in Nevada where my dad lives now, or has lived pretty much my whole life. But yeah, I got into comedy, I think, almost 2 years ago now. And I've always liked comedy.
In Asheville?
In Asheville, yeah. I started when I got sober, actually. And it was always something that I'd wanted to do. And I had probably started writing my first jokes like somewhere when I was like 20 or something. I'm 26 now. Those jokes never really saw the light of day.
I think you gotta write a bunch of bad ones before you write good ones.
It's just funny, like, because you never like really. I mean, sometimes you'll write a joke and you'll be like, "Nah, I don't think this is that great." But usually, when you write a joke, you're like, "Nah, this is funny."
I go back and forth. I'll be like, this might be funny, and then the next day I'm like, this isn't funny
this
at all.
Crazy.
But then I'm at the mic going, maybe it is funny, and then it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even when they are funny, it's like then the next night or in another city, it's like it's not funny again.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it's also like always for me, like the tonality, like the delivery really matters. And if I fuck that up, then sometimes a joke will not do as well as it did the night before. Or a lot of times I'll forget a punchline. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. And then it's like a thing I'm like maybe my biggest struggle is like how to make it keep feeling new. Like I think there's the magic of a delivery when you have something new that you're excited to say. There's just something about that. And then you're like, oh, this is one of my good jokes, and you've done it 100 times. And it's like, if you don't make yourself feel excited, I guess like people that are good actors, maybe they know how to like physiologically be, but like sometimes jokes just rot because I'm tired of saying it.
I really feel that. Yeah. I really feel that. Like it's so hard for me to like I was watching your podcast and you were saying at one point that you like tried to write new stuff for the open mics a lot.
Yeah.
And I do that too. Like if I'm doing like a booked show, I'm like, this is fine because they've never heard it before and I can just like do it and like it feels a little bit more honest. But if I'm doing like a open mic, I try to keep at least like 3 or 4 jokes that are new every time, even if they're just like one-liners.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I try to do all new stuff at mics now, but on shows I don't think I hardly ever do anything for the first time on a show if they've paid, but I don't know. I'm trying to get more loose about that. It's like rigidity. But then it's like how much you control things. I've noticed like if you play it safe and control things, it's almost like once you have like a bunch of stuff that was working consistently, it can be a trap because then you just can stop growing. That's the cool thing about the mics is like there's usually most people are new and they're doing new stuff. So you're around that energy and it reminds you like, yeah, that's what the mic is for. Like not trying to do well, but trying to like grow and
be creative in new ways. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 years. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. I really like the scene right now. I'm trying to like figure out I feel like I've kind of it can almost be like trying to do more shows and get out of town more. You can almost like lose touch with the trying to balance it all, like family, job, going out, but then also being at the mics and being part of Asheville comedy. Like Third Room is like just crazy. I mean, it's just like so many people there. It's just such a big room.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I love it. I feel like Disclaimer is the heart and soul of Asheville, but it's like trying to like have the energy and the time to keep connected to all that and keep it all in balance. That's been really hard for me this summer.
I feel that when I go back to school, like I'll be at a mic maybe every 2.5 weeks if I'm lucky. Yeah.
Okay, so summertime is the time.
Yeah, and I'm studying abroad next month.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Brighton, in the
England.
UK.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's right on the beach.
Yeah, the Stony Beach.
I almost burnt down a hostel in that.
What?
Yeah, there was like it's like a shitty hostel used to be right on the beach, and I was like frying potatoes in oil, and I threw a potato into the oil, and it just like lit up the wall, and it was like I almost burned the whole place down. And my friend just like was fast enough to throw water on it. And I've heard you shouldn't throw water on oil fires, like it might spread it, but it did put out the fire. And there was no smoke alarms or anything went off, and no one knew.
Oh Jesus!
But yeah, it's it's like a hippie. It's kind of like an Asheville type place.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or,
yeah, that's cool.
It's like 25 years ago, so.
I know. I'll see what it's like now. I know it's like the gay capital of the UK.
Oh really? Yeah, that checks out. It's also like Asheville. I'm just gonna turn this on. It's already just like.
Yeah, it is pretty hot.
Yeah. Sorry, it's gonna be kind of loud, but.
Oh, it's no worries. I like to be cold-ish.
Yeah. It's yeah. It's kind of a work in progress, but recording at this time of day, this time of year is probably, I don't know, maybe it's not a good idea. It's just the sun just heats this box up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're in are you in college and you're doing just 1 month or semester abroad?
I am doing a semester abroad with UNCA. And I'm excited. I'm a history major and a mass communications minor. So I'm taking 2 history courses over there, and then I'm taking a screenwriting class, which I'm excited for. Yeah.
That's great. So you'll be like rooming with somebody over there? You'll be like in a dorm or something?
No, they actually gave me my own room, own bathroom. Yeah.
This is going to be awesome.
I know. I want to do comedy over there too, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you look? Do they have like open mics in Brighton? And it seems like they'd have to. Like I think artsy
more
gay
than
city.
Us. Yeah. Totally. I've been like trying to follow like, I don't know, Brighton comedy Instagram accounts just to like kind of take it in, and I feel like I don't know. I'm like so picky about the comedy that I like. So it's hard for me sometimes to appreciate things.
What do you like? It's probably things I've never heard of. It's becoming more and more that way.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty basic, honestly. I really like just, the like I like Tig Notaro and Mae Martin.
Tig's awesome.
Love Tig Notaro.
Just the slow burn pacing, so legendary.
Oh my god. Yeah. And I don't know, I just like comedy writing and stuff. Like I always really liked watching 30 Rock when I was a kid, and like The Simpsons and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at your Instagram before you came over, and I was like, I was a little surprised that like a lot of the music and the songs and things in your page are things that I know.
Oh really?
I just turned 47, so it's like
I like that old shit.
Yeah. Even the things you just said, I guess, are a little later. I mean, Simpsons has been the whole time, but it was like the Breeders and Wallflowers.
I love the Breeders,
and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Which is way before my time, but yeah. So you kind of like the
huge Paul McCartney fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people in their 20s like that stuff? I mean,
some of my friends.
Really?
I have one friend that is just like a huge Beatles fan, and we used to get together and like do covers and stuff, and Like we'll call each other, like it was like Paul McCartney's birthday, and we like call each other up and we're like, happy Paul McCartney's birthday. What do you think he's doing right now?
I hope he's happy. I don't know. I think it's probably pretty rough. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's rich and all, but it's like, it probably sucks being Paul, you know? Everyone's
think
just
so?
like, tell me about John again. He's
I
like,
know.
John
But
was
he
great.
loves to talk about John. He loves John.
It's like Dave Grohl talking about Kurt. Like,
Yeah.
what was he like? He's like, he was fine. He was fine.
He was just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about your dead friend. You know, the genius.
Yeah.
You're still here,
Step
but
aside. Step aside. Foo Fighters.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you say in there that you play music as well, or you did, or you do?
It's definitely not my strong suit, but I used to be really into like just messing around and stuff, and so I like songwriting and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I say this on here all the time, but I think comedy and songwriting are arguably the same thing. If you go
Interesting.
long enough, like it's like tone, your ideas with words, but the rhythm and the sound and the way you shape them is a big part of it. You know, you're trying to like move the air in the room. You know, it's not meant to be written. It's meant to be like happen in time in the air. And I guess you're going for a laugh with one, and the music songwriting can like make you cry or give you the chills. But I feel like it's just making sounds with your shit.
Yeah, and you're still initiating a response from somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Beatles were hilarious, you know?
They were so funny.
They were
Yeah.
very funny.
Oh God, I loved when they would do those like special Christmas records. You know those where they
Yeah.
just act insane.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, me and my 14-year-old, we just listened to the entire Beatles chronology. There's a playlist on Spotify. It's like just under 10 hours, so it's really not that
yeah.
much. You can do it in like, you know,
It's so nice they have that
10
now.
times. It's
Yeah.
great, yeah. But as I was doing it, you know, I was like, is this kind of like, I'm like, these old white men, no, they're the best. You know, there's like, it's like she's yeah. Like I'm like, I think it's just real good. And it's like it's still kind of like literature or something. But there, I was sort of like, is this like, I don't know. You know, it feels a little different now. You know, she's like 14, growing up in Asheville. Really into the gay shit, you know, and I'm like, but these white men from the 60s.
Oh.
That's the. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, and it didn't stop me from sharing it, but I just like, it was the first time I'd really been like, huh, you know, because it was just like I was just submerged in it, like growing up.
Yeah.
But now there's sort of a different. I don't know. I'm trying to be like.
People kind of hate the Beatles now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
They do. They're like, oh, you like that woman abuser, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like, no. There's like that Phoebe Bridgers lyric, you know that one where it's like, we fought about John Lennon till I cried.
Okay, so it is out there.
Yeah, it's like it's a discourse.
Like,
it's happening. I got made fun of a lot for being into the Beatles when I was in high school.
Yeah, and yet you unabashedly said it's Paul McCartney's birthday.
I've grown a
and
lot.
I think we should celebrate.
Yeah, no, my friend, I definitely changed who I was because I had this friend that was just like, really? Like, the Beatles? Like, are you okay? Like, do you want to listen to, like, Graduation by Kanye West?
Yeah, I also really like that.
Yeah, it's a good album.
But, I mean, and that's because it's, like, who they are as a person. Not because, like, you shouldn't like this shitty music. It's like, how could you appreciate the music? Now we live in the age of meta, you know everything about everybody, and I think I can still kind of separate it. I mean, it's like the list of like all my favorite people and the list of like who's been canceled. It's like it's just a lot of overlap.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Definitely.
And
it's like maybe we just know too much about each other.
Yeah.
You know, like
like Michael Jackson. It's like I really need. I feel like I need the music. You know, it was a really important. Thriller was a really important part of my childhood, and like, you know, I don't know. Cosby, I can't do Cosby. I don't know what the logic is.
Yeah, no, it's like the only song that I will listen to by Michael Jackson is Man in the Mirror, because he is actively trying to be a better person.
Yeah, right. That's maybe the only one where he actually addresses it.
He's going to right his wrongs.
I mean, isn't he like some kind of zombie monster in the one in Thriller? I mean, he's saying I'm a horrific monster.
He also stole the rights to the Beatles music.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah. But then he fell on hard times, and I think Paul has reacquired most of it. He just waited.
Have you ever seen the interview with Paul McCartney, like talking about it?
Yeah, I have.
He's like, and then he said, "Well, I got you music."
Yeah, he like gave him advice. He's like, make sure to like own the publishing. And then
swindled. Yeah.
Ringo is my favorite Beatle at this point. Yeah. I think like he's just
I like his energy.
Yeah, I think it's like people shit on Ringo. His drum parts are phenomenal. He's like plays the song, not the instrument. And when did you watch Get Back? Like the
documentary?
Yeah, this like
I haven't actually.
You don't need to. No one needs to. I'll stop talking about the Beatles real soon. But in that, everyone's like there's like the three egos. Even George is like quitting because he wants more songs. But Ringo's just so chill. He's so supportive and chill. And it's like at this phase of my life, I'm like, that is the true glue and the hero, and I strive to be more that. Whereas like I always kind of want to be John.
I know John is so cool. Yeah. I feel like I've had more appreciation for George lately.
Yeah,
because he's kind of a comedian.
Yeah,
they're all comedians.
Yeah, George is just real dry.
I like how dry he is. I love that. I love Cracker Box Palace when he's like, "I was so young when I was born."
Yeah.
That's been cracking me up since I was like 6. Like that it never gets old.
It's crazy that I just noticed that "Here Comes the Sun" is the number one like Spotify Beatles song. So, and that's George. So like on the last album, George, arguably like his song on the very last album was like he's like the biggest one. And they were like the whole time they were like they're kind of bullying him and Get Back, which is kind of fun. Like he brings in his song and they're
like,
John
no,
Paul
not good.
Are like, change this part. Yeah.
Yeah. I could talk about the Beatles for way too long.
Yeah, I think it's just fun to like try to know all things through a thing, but I'm trying to like get out of, it's like the Beatles or like the Ninja Turtles or whatever. It's like the things that I grew up with, and you try to know something and then relate it to everything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the lulls. I think that this is on my stand-up. I'm trying to. It's like Tig. I'm trying to embrace more of
just the silence.
Yeah, like on stage, kind of like not being like being like just let it. I think you do a good job of that. I think you embrace negative space on stage. I would say you have kind of a kind of careful, spacious energy. Do you feel comfortable in those moments, or are you just hiding the nerves very well?
Oh, I have fun in those moments.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like just kind of pushing the audience sometimes. Just, I wish I could do it more, honestly. Like, I want to do more of that. Yeah.
More silence and space?
Just, yeah, because, like, I feel like placing silence is, like, a very delicate thing, too. Because it can so easily be, like, oh, this person is just confused as hell and, like, doesn't know what they're doing. Or it could be like, oh, that was, like, masterful, Yeah.
Yeah, and some people might think it was one and some the other. I always feel like the more silence there is, the more it has to be good after. But then I think that can be a trap too. Like do you need to know what you're doing, or can you trust that the silence will maybe resolve itself in some way? Versus like, I better have something really clever at the end of this silence because it's been like 8 seconds, like sipping off the drink. Like, God, please give me something funny.
It is really fun to like relieve the tension, though. Like, that's like another one of my favorite things when I'm on stage, when like you can just like make the whole crowd be silent for like, you know, like 5 seconds, and then you can make them all be loud for 5 seconds.
Yeah, the full range dynamics.
Like,
I think that's my
nice.
favorite too. Yeah, I think that's really rare. Like Leonel was on here recently. I think Leonel also does a really nice job with the negative space. Like,
oh yeah,
if you watch a mic through that lens, it's almost everyone's like, as soon as they get to the mic, hey, I'm making sounds and blah blah blah. And then if you don't get a laugh for like, if there's a 2-second pause, I think there's just that tends to be human nature. I know it is for me. Like trying to like lean into the silences has been. It's like I'm still just. I'll think I did it, and then I'll like watch the tape, and it's like it sped up. You know, it felt like I paused for an eternity, but it was like half a second.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, and you kind of do like some crowd work and stuff too, right? So kind of breaking the fourth wall.
I'll do some crowd work. The first time I ever really kind of did that sort of thing was at the hot seat. And I didn't have a set prepared, but I had done this, like, I was trying to do sketch comedy, like, a little while ago, and so I had recorded, like, this one sketch where I was, like, this manager of a pool store doing a job interview, and I just kept asking the interviewee just more and more, just increasingly unhinged questions, just, like... And what are your opinions about bugles and stuff like that? And I'm like, and I would like ask him just with like a complete straight face, just like, and will you be available for my open mics on Wednesdays, mandatory attendance, you know? And that skit was like 7 minutes, and I had like a whole like list of questions that I had done to like describe light blue to somebody who's like mute and blind. It's just like weird shit like that. And so then I took all of those questions and I did them in a set, and it went like so well. And
just alone, like in a stand-up set.
Yeah, I just did it as crowd work. I just used all those questions as crowd work questions. And
without the pool store thing at all, I just took the questions. And then I started like getting like even more weird with it, like why should we hire you? I was just like asking people a disclaimer, like, and are you good in Excel, you know, stuff like that. Like I mean, it was, I got tired of those jokes pretty quickly, but it was fun. I did that, and I remember like that everybody in the audience the first time at the hot seat, I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna do crowd work. And you know how you ever go to the hot seat? It's been a minute.
Well, nobody really sits in the chairs at the hot seat. And it was nice because all the comedians came in and sat in the chairs while I did that crowd work for the first time. And then I think it was actually Leonel was like, you should do that again. That was really funny. And if like Leonel says that to you, you're like, okay, that must have been pretty funny, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I've been doing that more. Yeah, that was a long-winded answer.
No, that's good. One of my main goals on this is to not talk too much. So long-winded is good. This is the 170th episode of this podcast. I think I'm doing better with that. Early on, I would realize, like, I would get really excited. The guest would be like, well, and I'd be like, that reminds me of a thing. And then I'm listening back going like, oh, God. So, yeah, keep it long-winded. Yeah, I mean, that's like those kind of bits, I feel like, or just like like games like that where you, even if those questions don't go in the act and be something like, you probably are different after you do something like that, you know? I think, yeah, it can be almost like you're like, oh, I know how to do these 3 types of jokes, and you can kind of keep doing them, and that can be bad. Yeah. Or that's what I'm thinking. Get for stuck me. In it. Yeah, or it's like something like that, going and just doing some like breaking the fourth wall, asking questions. Like maybe you leave with like, it's like practicing a piece that's like stretches you into new keys or you know, new arpeggios or something, and then you're done with that piece. But then when you write your next piece, maybe you bring something from that stretch goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like there's so many different ways to do comedy. You don't have to just stand there and be like, set up, punchline.
I feel like doing that kind of like style or crowd work definitely like evolved my comedy into something it is now, which is like slightly different than is actually very different than what I was doing before, which was like I don't even really know what I was doing before, but it was sad a lot of the time. And I kind of had to decide, like, okay, I need to stop, like, taking all my shit out on these innocent audience members, and I need to like, maybe just, like, figure out a way to have fun on stage. And doing, like, that kind of crowd work stuff was, like, okay, like, I can still be, like, really dark with some of these jokes, like asking people as crowd work if they'd rather be cremated or buried and then just moving on, like, but it's still like something that like we can all kind of like be like, yeah, that's weird, but we can like unify behind it and be like, that's weird and funny together, and rather than me just being like, I want to kill myself. Yeah.
Well, we all are laughing at this thing together versus like, and then this other sad thing happened to me.
And then I got 3 parking tickets today. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a rash.
So, do you like? Is that kind of like you feel like maybe you started kind of with like vulnerability or something like that, or like starting with like?
Yeah, just like this earnest kind of energy that for some reason gives me the ick. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. That's always been something like since I was a kid. Like just things that are like overly earnest, but like not genuine enough and like in touch with themselves, like just like freaks me out. I don't know. And yeah, so I was just kind of doing like I don't know, I was doing like longer kind of like narrative kind of stories on stage, and my friends, Alex was saying that I like looked super nervous all the time, and that was shaking a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know who these comedians are that just get up and they're comfortable right away. I mean, yeah, that's like...
No, that's kind of psychotic to me.
Yeah, that's almost like...
Yeah,
it's my first time and y'all should be listening to me. Yeah. It's like, that's normal to be like, just
like... I'm
terrified.
I'm going to shake for a year. Okay?
Yeah. Well, I had something in there. You were just saying, like, the earnest, like, that there's, for whatever reason, like, maybe that's kind of ick to you, but you still kind of started with that. I mean, I think, like, just like the man in the mirror, Michael Jackson thing, like the standing before an audience, and there's different rooms that are, some are like more alt or supportive than others, but that is like, for me, that's like been a really super challenging thing. Like I was terrified to give like a presentation in class, like even in college, like it never came naturally to me to just talk before people. I think that's normal, but
I think that's
I mean, like what you just described, I mean, it's like I think there's always some version of that. It's like I'm really doing it now, and then like when you start doing it, you hopefully have the awareness to realize like, wow, I thought I knew what I should do with this, but now it really needs to be some other way. And I think the worst thing is like not being aware. Like you're like, oh, that went great, and it's like it didn't go great. You were shaking and it was very uncomfortable. But you're like, I was gonna keep doing that. That's like the worst way.
Yeah, no, I've had that like so many times where I'm just like, I thought that went like really well, and then like somebody will just kind of like, I don't know, turn the lights on. I'll be like, no, dude.
Really? Like a person will be like,
yeah.
You'll be like, I did good, and somebody's like, no, you didn't.
Or they'll be like, yeah.
I mean, that goes back to the therapist thing we started with, where I feel like you got to be careful, like who you let in too. I mean, I guess if it's, because like
I've had to learn that.
There's little comments that people can make.
Oh,
I mean,
I know.
Sometimes I even think like no one can tell you anything. Like, and I don't know that I really believe that, but I think it's almost been better for me to err on that sometimes, to be like, if I can just do it enough for long enough, listen to my heart, like it'll course correct. Whereas like sometimes the people that are the most like, can I give you a note? It's like they just want to project their shit onto you, or I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree.
Like,
yeah, I feel like honestly, like sometimes, and I don't know if this is me being like a maniac, but I'm like, I think you're just jealous. Like,
I see that a lot. I see that, and I've seen like more experienced comics like come over and say things to like newer comics where I feel like that is what I'm saying. That like there's some threat and you're trying to like act like you're being supportive but cut somebody down. And I really even hate to say that because I think generally we're great and we're supportive and it's good. But it's kind of like the therapy thing where it's like if you're gonna change your gut feeling or your approach based on what somebody else says, it's like it's a careful thing, you know. I'm naive. I'm like a trusting, naive person too. So I think I've kind of built some armor up around that because I have, you know, been led astray.
Yeah. What do you mean led astray?
Like I've believed, I've done things that other people said because of my own insecurities. Whereas like I should have just stayed the course, you know. Like I feel like I've done too much of that in my life. So a lot of what I'm saying is just coming from that, you know. It might not even apply to you or anyone else. No,
it gets me super nervous when somebody like gives me notes on something that I thought like, I don't know, like, okay, like last night Julia came up to me and was like, can I give you a note? Because we had done a model face show.
Asking for consent first, that's good.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. And then I was like, oh God, and I did like a fake gun motion. I was like, what did I do? And then she was like, first of all, I really like the way, I forget exactly what she said, but she was like, I really like the way that you're coming into like your voice or something, and like I like the dryness is like really working and you're doing a good job with that.
Leading with a sincere compliment. I'm in. This is already starting real good.
And then the note was, hey, like if you decide to kind of do like a muffled like something like that, she was like, put the mic up to your like really close so people can hear it. And I was like, oh, that was all? Like you weren't gonna like come for like, I don't know, like the way my eyes looked, like crazy.
Just like who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's perfect. Just like a little like one little like when you do the sound effect,
you were gonna say that I should quit comedy. Like
yeah.
So that like that's nice. But I will say also another thing is like lately, like the past like year or so, like I've been more like, I don't really care when a comedian comes up to me and like tells me that I'm doing good anymore. Like I care more when an audience member comes up to me and it's like, I really like that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. It's like as a musician, I don't want the snobby songwriters. So I want the regular person to feel something.
That's my audience.
Not the snobs. It's like they're the last ones that know if it's good because they're so in their head about it. They're projecting. But yeah, just some normal person that had a bad day that's like, that was funny, thanks, I needed to hear that. It's like,
that's everything to me. Yeah. Which has been happening more often now, which makes me feel really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. You definitely have a different, like if you're watching a show, I think you have a unique voice, which is good.
Thank you.
I mean, maybe that's the most important thing, really, you know.
Yeah.
There's so many comedians now, you know.
It's true.
There's a lot of jokes just free forever, all day scrolling now. It's like
I'll never keep up.
So yeah, having some kind of unique New York, some kind of standout. I don't know. I'm trying to get more and more into like what, not just like good jokes, but more like what is weird about me that only I can say. Like I really just want to throw away all my jokes. I kind of still need them, but I want to just incinerate them all and try to have a whole new set of them that's just weirder.
Put them in like a lockbox that like only your wife knows the key to.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what the mics should be for, is that sort of like that. Like they're locked at home and I have to try some scary new thing just like everybody else here.
Yeah. Do you ever go on stage with like no set at all? and just riff.
A handful of times.
Yeah.
I should do that more. I mean, I do love material. So, I mean, I think like the way I'll do a mic now is somewhere in between where it's just a word on a bullet. And I may have talked to myself in the car about it, but it is like still riffing. But I think I still feel like there's like 3 things that I feel like there'd be a laugh after I say them.
Yeah.
But then who knows how
I think it's dangerous. Yeah.
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 Assuming laughs. You like say it and pause. No? All right.
Yeah. And that's where you have to like undercut your own joke to make them actually laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you only get so many of those. You know, you're like, well, that joke didn't work.
Right.
That one didn't work either. Oh, man, for the 7th time, everyone's like, that's.
Oh, they're like, get off the stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the, I feel like it's weird to watch the scene change. I feel like it's cool that there's some comedians in their 20s. I feel like to me, it feels like weirder and new. And it's like there's almost a time where it's like there's all millennials getting in their 30s.
Really?
You know, like buying houses and stuff. It's still just so many millennials. I'm just like just barely not a millennial, which is great. But now I do feel like it's exciting that there's kind of this new energy, you know. Maybe I don't know if absurdism is maybe an appropriate word. I mean, I'm just like seeing it from like 20 years older, but it's like I like it. It's like a purple
hell yeah
vortex weirdness.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's coherent or not.
No, that makes sense to me. I feel like there definitely are some stranger comics up there right now. Like, I really like Worth's lizard wife bit.
Yeah.
I always enjoy that.
Yeah.
Lionel was telling me about this bit that he was doing where he like really earnestly went out at disclaimer and was like, so I'm a girl dad. Did you see that?
No.
Me neither. I just made him tell me about it. And he like is talking about how much he like loves his daughter and stuff. And then he like gets the guitar out and is like, I'm gonna be doing a song for her. And then he has the pirate hook, and so then he can't play the guitar. And then he just does it until he gets lit off the stage.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like looking at my joke ideas, and I'm watching him and being like, what the
what is going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's always weird to try to put words on, but I enjoyed the attempt. I mean, for me, like Lionel, it's like a big part of the joke is like how he commits to something like that. Like there's really not, you're gonna be like, well, that's not
so hard to fake.
Yeah, it's so hard to fake, and just like because I feel like it can just be like one little gesture that like gives you away.
Yeah.
But
totally.
Like, you know, I've been walking around in life just kind of doing characters, committing to the bit, and that's really something I'm like, wow, that's
it's hard for me to do.
Yeah, right.
It's really like
not to have that one flicker of the eye that gives away that you're having the second thoughts.
it's so weird because like sometimes I'm on stage and I'm like, I fucking nailed that, and then the next night I'm like totally lost on it. I don't know, but I mean, at the same time I feel like that's like, you know, a comedy cross to bear, like, and that's like a reason to keep going and like, keep getting better. So
I agree 100%. I think it's a life thing to bear, unless you're and comedy is kind of like some kind of analogy or metaphor for life, you know, like, I mean, it's like you're really submitting yourself for like judgment and being out there, and then if you want to keep doing it, you have to keep changing and growing, and it's like, yeah, I don't guess you ever really get to where you're just like,
I'm perfect.
Yeah, because even if like you get real good, I mean, I'm just theorizing that like, and even when you're bad, you're still like pretty good. Like your inner critic of what you need to be has also raised. So in a way, it's like you can almost feel like you're like not getting better when you are. Like, I mean, it's only later that you can really see what it is, but it's Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's a worthwhile hard. It's almost like parenting or something. I really feel that way about stand up. Like, it's like, this is worth it. But there's just like so much like shame and self-doubt and like humiliation and then victory and then camaraderie and then like loneliness and then like, why am I not getting on any shows? Like, it's just really amped. If you're already kind of like having a lot of big feelings, and it's definitely going to throw more of that in there, you know?
I used to get the worst like hangovers after comedy. They ended pretty quick though, but
you mean just like crashing?
Oh yeah, like I would come home after like doing like probably like maybe the first 10 sets that I ever did, and I would not be able to sleep. Like
same.
Yeah. I would not.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And also like the inner critic thing, like I feel like I really relate to that because it's like all the time that I'm just like, well, that went shit. Well, that went shit. Well, that went shit. And then I'll like go and I'll like play the tape back. And I'm like, okay, but like the audience was laughing like pretty much your entire set and followed your entire set.
Yeah.
So like what? This is kind of a disconnect.
Yeah. I do that same thing, and I feel like I might be tricking myself because I'm so scared to watch the tape that if I convince myself it's shit, then when I watch the tape, I'll go, it was, you know,
oh, it was actually a little bit. You see, I haven't reached that yet.
Because I mean, it's all just, you know, but it's like, I mean, watching the tape is so hard. It's still, I can listen to it. I'm pretty good listening to it.
Really? But watching it?
Watching it.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that means it's necessary, but I still don't really watch it that much. But yeah, I mean, to me, it is kind of more like music in that way, where it's like the movements and the faces really serve the, you make a sound and then hopefully there's a laugh. And then like, when do you come back in? It's like a jamming with them, you know, like instruments jamming.
Trippy.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is like, I don't know. I've done a few shows where I've like, it's been me. I've done a few shows where it's been my big head and my name, and that's been really hard for me these last few weeks. I'm looking really forward to crossing that off the list and not doing that again for a while. That's like probably the hardest thing for me, is like, if it's like a don't tell show, that's perfect. Like, I want to go long, but it's like there's just people, they just came and they're here and let's have a go. But having to go on the internet and be like, look at my head and my name and it's 3 days from the, like, that is, I really struggle with like feeling like being a salesman, having to be a salesman for it, you know, like, and just wanting to like do the art and be in the room and have fun. That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out how much I can even really do that. Like, I don't have any plans to like post my name and my head for like ever again. Like, I don't want to. I'm like so sick of doing that, you know, like things like that. It's like, well, how much do I have to do that? Or like sending out emails to get booked. Like, that's, I've made myself kind of sick on that this summer.
Yeah, I was talking to Gigi about that, and she was just saying like how often she sends out emails to get booked, and that's why she's like getting booked in like Tennessee and like some other state, and like she gets booked in Atlanta sometimes. It's because she sends all these emails, and I was like, dude, I do not have that in me to like they can find me, like I hopefully I just shine through enough, you know. Yeah, I go back and forth. I mean, like, Cody and I talk about it all the time. It's like, you do need to like even just clipping a video, it's like, oh my god,
you got to do that. You got to send out some emails. Like, I have a website now because I'm trying to like, and it's like, but I just get to a point where it's like, I book things out, like it's like a few months out. So I'm like, at the beginning of the summer, I'm like, all right, let's send out some emails. And then occasionally I'll get like, usually people don't even like write back, you know, and then you get too many yeses, and then you've like and then by the end of that, like halfway through the summer, you're like, I hate this, but I'm committed to finishing this run. And then afterwards, I go like, all right, I just want to like go to the odd and third room and just like do weird new stuff and just be one of the faces. And, but then after a while of that, then maybe it's like, well, I'm not getting on any shows, so I better send out some emails. Like that's its own kind of ebb and flow. Like you got to be the salesman, the video editor, the performer, the writer. And if you get too much into the admin stuff, you maybe lose the child artist. That's the whole thing you got to protect.
Well, I don't want to do that.
But you want that kid to get booked sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta,
You gotta put that kid in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, ideally you have some team that, like, does that for you, but I don't expect anyone to ever, like, do that for me. Like, get me booked or send out emails on my behalf.
I would love that for me.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sure in, I don't know, like 3 years, we'll all have our own, like, little AI Alexa that can just send out emails for us. And I don't know. AI is a tricky thing, but
yeah, and then because you just say a thing to a bot and it happens, then that becomes flooded and worthless. Like every time we invent some new thing, then it everybody catches up to it, and then it just ruins it and it's worthless. You know.
Sorry, I just dropped it.
That's all right. I think we're still getting levels, so it's good.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God. I don't want to talk about AI.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I'll say one quick thing about it.
Okay.
You don't have to say anything, but like we're doing training it for my job. I'm like a web developer type person, and it's like I cannot ignore it. You know, it's like it's here. Basically, my whole living and everything is built on like I write instructions for machines, and now there's like machines can do that like really well. So I'm doing this training, and it's like I notice that the more I learn about it, the worse my mental health is. So I'm at this kind of weird place now where I'm like, but I've kind of like all of, I have like kids and shit. So it's like I can't not
No, that's
keep
true.
up
You have
with
to
it,
be
but it's like,
informed to some level.
it really is like very destabilizing. That's actually back to the therapy thing again. I think that's like the reason I was like, maybe just find somebody to talk to again.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing like AI training courses, and my mind's like melting into
AI training courses.
Right? Doesn't it sound terrible?
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, we don't have to talk about AIs. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you ever think about doing stand up in like years, or do you ever think about like, oh, I would love to be doing it in this way in like 5 years or 10 years or anything like that? No is totally fine answer, but
I've always wanted to be like some sort of performer. Since I was a little kid, when I was like in 3rd grade, I used to like practice being interviewed by Conan in the mirror when I was like 8.
All my references. That's weird.
And I'd be like, thank you, Conan. Thank you. It's been rough. It's been hard. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know. I definitely like, I have interest in like writing and like screenwriting. I have like a couple TV shows that I'm working on right now. I've been working on for a long time now because I'm lazy as hell, but
they should be done by now.
I know it should, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do more stand up. I love doing stand up. It's been really great for me. And it's just nice that I have like the confidence now to like do it and like go for it.
Yeah, so that's huge. I mean, I think it's really important to celebrate that. I struggle with like, well, now I need the next thing. It's like I can just get up and do it and feel pretty like present for it now. That was like a major milestone. I mean, I love that. I feel like stand up is just I feel like it's the end all be all of like performance. So I feel like if you want to be a director, write movies, novels, David Sedaris. I was listening to an interview with him on my favorite like writing podcast, and he was saying like he didn't even really understand how to write funny till he was going around doing the book tours in the room, and he'd say a thing and they get the laugh, and like because there's the immediacy of like you're not in your room going, I imagine this is also funny. Like you're standing before the people, and it's like no matter what performance you do, I feel like stand up is like the ultimate. I think it's a stool, a person, a microphone. They're right there. it's when you get a laugh, it's the greatest thing. Like when it goes bad, it's the most brutally awkward. And we always are like, that's always possible in front of everyone. It goes real bad. It does, like, again and again and again.
Yeah, you just keep doing it. I always have this fear of, like, me not being good enough to do stand-up, which, like, I feel like gets in my way. But the crazy thing is, like, I'm still, like, not stopping. I'm, like, still not, like, well, I'm gonna quit. So, like, there's that other, like, kind of, like, tussle within my psyche where I'm like, well, maybe you, like, feel that way, but, like, you still keep doing it, so you're clearly getting something out of it. And you're still, like, I write jokes, like, lately I've been writing a joke, like, about every day, and I'll, like, do that and write it in my, like, notes app, and then I'll, like, scribe it into my book. And I don't know, like, it's weird how it kind of, like, catches you, and then you can't really, like, you don't want to, like, get out of it, even though, like, you still have all of these fears attached to it, which I think is probably just, like, a pretty human thing. But yeah
I mean, that's all relatable. I feel that way all the time, that I'm not good enough to do stand up. I mean, I think,
but then, like, what does that even really mean? You
know? I mean, I think it's like insecurity and self-doubt, but then also comparisons, being intimidated by. But then it's like, if I did ever feel like I'm the best comedian in town, I think that would be like the ultimate death of it. You know, it's like it's good. The fear is
really
like
good point. Yeah,
good. Like it's this part. But I mean, it's like I've been thinking a lot about self-talk and stuff too, and that's like something recently I've been trying to, like, do more mantras or program. Like, too much of saying that to myself is bad. Like, I think it's healthy maybe to have some amount of self-doubt.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I
can get loud sometimes. Like.
Yeah, no, definitely. I have this bit where I say I had to get off of manifestations due to the psychosis. And I feel like that's kind of like I had that same feeling a little bit of, like, if I tell myself I'm great, it's just like you get to this, like, point where you're like, okay, like, this just doesn't really feel healthy or helpful anymore. I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's like who I am with that, you know, like, that's always going to be there. I don't think I'm ever going to be some ultra confident person. I even probably thought that if I could do stand up with confidence, then I actually would be a confident person, like at parties or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, but now I know that that's not the case at all. It's like a very specific, it's my turn to talk thing.
I'm terrible in social situations a lot of the time. Like, yeah, especially if there's, like, people in the group that are, like, the, like, funny, silly, loud ones, and I'm just like, yeah, I just got back from my trip. And they're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, comedians always talk about the hang, and, like, I'm really not that great at the hang.
Like, no one likes you.
Yeah. So yeah, well, you get like 2 or 3 of them around, and they're like loud and like fast,
like, oh my
fast,
God.
like boom, boom, boom. I just feel like I shouldn't be here.
They're like wrestling.
Yeah,
that's what some of the comedians have been doing lately. They all fake wrestle.
Like, literally?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yeah. And you're just like,
in their 20s.
Yeah, I had a really nice time. I took like a lot of film.
Oh God, you guys are banging into me. Go wrestle somewhere else. I came here to do my journaling.
Yeah. Today my psychiatrist said I have to change my cross taper fade. Like, they're like, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, I have a hard time. I like being around it a little, but I really have a hard time with the hang. And that's even, like, I've said this a bunch on here, but one of the reasons for the podcast is I think I was like, I mean, I love talking about process and creativity, but it's like one-on-one.
It can be tough.
Yeah,
it can be tough.
But it's like we're not trying to be hilarious, you know. Like, it's sometimes the hang can almost feel like
competitive to me.
Yeah, like it's like we're inside is trying for laughs. Like, out here, can we just be like a little boring?
Yeah,
like quiet. It's like Yeah, sometimes it's...
So what do you do for work? You know, like,
just...
can we just do that?
Yeah.
Like, what was your favorite, like, sport in school, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it can be... And some people are just so good at that, at being, like, loud and hilarious and funny. But, yeah, that can make me feel like I shouldn't be there.
That's, I think I deal with... I sort of, like, imposter syndrome sometimes. But... I don't know. But then I, like, sometimes, like... I'll go to other, like, comedy shows or something, and I'll be like... I won't laugh through at least, like, 3 or 4 sets or something. And... You know, I do understand that, like, everybody's comedy is different, and so everybody's gonna like something different. But, like, if that's the way I feel, then, like, I'm, like, it's hard for me to kind of, like, let go and be like, okay, like, I'm the worst fucking comedian ever, you know? Because, like, I know that I could deliver some more of those laughs probably. And not all the time. I bomb. Yeah. I bombed in Reno. I went to Reno recently.
Yeah.
There were 6 people in the audience, but, it hurt.
Yeah, it always hurts.
Yeah. Especially when you go to, like, a place you've never been before, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to show them what this Asheville comedy can do. And then they're like, we hate you.
Yeah. Asheville comedy sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, like, just, you know, maintain more, like, even keel energy and integrity amongst the self-doubt. That's kind of where I'm at now. Is like I just kind of recently realized that stand-up isn't going to make me a more confident person, but it's like what you do with it. Yeah. I think when I started, I wanted to, like, be real funny and be on all the shows and stuff, and now it's kind of more just, I don't know, it's something else. Just getting to be part of it and trying to...
Interesting.
Yeah.
I still feel... So I just started getting booked, like, with Model Face and stuff, which is something I've wanted for a really long time.
Congrats.
Thank you. But I had my second show with them last night. I felt... I saw the pictures they took, and I feel like I just, like, looked petrified in them. Like, I
saw that. Yeah. I mean, I saw that you said that. Not that you. Yeah. Not that you looked petrified.
I think I looked, like, so scared. I was like, just like, I do not belong here. I do not belong here. Why am I here? I'm scared.
I mean, that sounds good though. That sounds like proof that you're like, I'm in a new, like, out of my comfort zone place. You know. I think it is tempting to kind of just, you get comfortable in 1 or 2 rooms with a certain group of people and you can just kind of stay there and want to just hang there. But that feels good to me, you know. I'm still surprised, like, the farther I go from home, the more I'm like, oh, I feel like anxious again in a way I thought I had conquered, but it's still there.
Totally. It's like each
Atlanta or something. You're like, all these fucking Atlanta people are so cool.
I know. They're so funny.
And young.
Hip. With it.
Yeah. Whatever they say now.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to live outside of Atlanta. I liked it. It's pretty out there. People forget how pretty the nature is in Atlanta, I feel like. I feel like it's not really known for its nature.
No, like, they got nature there.
Oh, they got nature there.
I guess, like, I was in a long distance relationship with my high school sweetheart for a few years in college. I mean, this was a long time ago, and she was at Emory.
Oh yeah, Emory.
And I do now that you mention it, I do remember some epic parks.
Oh yeah.
I think every time I've gone for comedy, it's just like steam and the cars and gutters and just like Chipotle
6-lane traffic. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a tree there in a while.
Oh my god. They have all these, like, amazing trails I used to go on when I was in high school.
In the city? Like, just
in the city too.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
okay.
they have they're like maybe like a little bit on the outskirts, but some of them are still within the city.
Yeah.
There's this really cool one called Doll's Head Trail. Where it's like an art installation, but it's also like probably like a 4 or 5, 8 mile long trail, like, you know, passage or whatever. And they have like a huge creek, and then they have this like 100-foot tall railroad crossing over the creek, and it's just like the most beautiful, like, you know, shrubbery and like clay and all this stuff, and there's like rocks you can sit on, and there's like crawfish, and then when you walk out and you're like exiting, there's like this huge installation that's been like a group installation, so it wasn't just one person, and they all add some sort of doll head. And it's really cool.
Yeah. That's cool. So it's almost like maybe a little morbid, like a little like goth.
Definitely.
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
I don't think there's any way to do that and have it not be creepy.
It's creepy as hell, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think like what you're kind of making me realize, like, you know, the stand-up can almost like take over. Like every time I've been to Atlanta in the last 10 years, it's like, all right, we'll just like, open mic and then the Laughing Skull and then trying to just like looking at the set list and going back to the hotel and like clipping the video. It's like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll go for a run or something and there will be that like couple hours where you like are out, but it can almost like take over your life, you know, and then you don't.
Totally.
You could actually, ironically, you could get a great bit out of those doll heads.
Oh, yeah.
But there's no space for it because you're looking at your set list.
One time we were in the creek, me and my friends in high school, and we found another baby doll in the creek, and then we opened, and it's like it was broken, and so then like all these crawfish started coming out of it, and we were like, we thought they were lobsters. And it was like just probably a couple years ago that I was like, oh, those were crawfish.
That's pretty surreal.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun back then. Yeah,
crawfish like coming out of a.
Oh, it was creepy.
A drowned doll.
Oh, it was creepy. And they're like, just keep going, just keep going. I'm like, dude, no. And then we were like climbing up all the way to the railroad tracks to like see the view. And then I remember like a train started coming and we were like stuck on top of it. And we were like, yeah. And then, I lived in Marietta, which also had just an insane amount of like nature trails. It was like part of the... What is it? Was it the Chattahoochee was there? Yeah, I think part of the Chattahoochee is there. And I used to live like right next to the trailhead for the Chattahoochee down there. And that was really nice because I could just do like a 2-mile hike every day if I wanted to. And like there were all these trailheads that started, and then you can go like wade in the creeks and stuff. And
perfect.
And it was so pretty because it was about 30 minutes from Atlanta, like downtown. And so you could see the skyline of like all the buildings. It's so pretty.
And if you want to go, you can go into the city and be there.
Yeah, which I didn't really do too much because when I was a kid, we didn't really know anything about what was cool in the city, you know, because we're all like underage. We don't do drugs or anything. So we're like, I guess let's go to Little Five. And that was it. Or the Varsity, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in like a small town that was just like churches and Walmart. And like when we got the Applebee's, we were like, oh shit, we got some culture now. So yeah, I mean, I'm like so jealous of people that like grew up in New York City or you know, whatever with
New
all
York City.
The culture. We had MTV.
Yeah.
Conan.
Love Conan.
All you could see from the.
Shout out Conan.
R.I.P. buddy. No, he's still alive.
TBS, yeah.
He's holding on to that hair. I feel like it's.
He is, like, and it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm just jealous.
You're just jealous.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, we've hit our time.
Okay.
Should we wrap up on that Conan note?
Yeah. Shout out Conan O'Brien.
All right. Mel, thanks for coming on. It was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you. Thank you for having me on.